I read 124 books for 44,000 pages in 2025. Here are my top 12 literary fiction. After the screenshots, I'll show you my top 5 with some notes on each. Now we're into the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Twice by Mitch Albom. I loved the premise of this book and it went so quickly for me. This is about a man who can say the word twice and jump back in time to any point that he wants and relive aspects of his life. One of the most surprising things about the story was how it was told. The story was told via a book that he wrote to explain his life to his love. And the book ended in such a perfect way that I will not give away, but which you have to read in order to see the ending of this book. It was a perfect ending. Coming in at number 4 is The Names by Florence Knapp. I listened to this on audio and I would highly recommend it. I was not interested in the premise of this book. You know, what happens to the same person throughout a lifetime if they were given 3 different names? I thought it was kind of cheesy. But when I started to listen to the book, it was super emotional and super well done and very thought-provoking. So if you're looking for a good book club read, I think this would be a great one to choose. It by Virginia Evans. I love an epistolary novel, and I loved this book. Sybil was a very lovable character for me. She's a hateable character, but I just loved her spunk and her wit. And it really inspired me to want to write letters to those who I know and don't. Coming in at number 2, My Friends by Frederick Bachman. This book really had me thinking. It's a story about friends. It follows their lifetime. It's a story about art. My favorite book of 2025 in the literary fiction category is As the Lemon Trees Grow by Zulfa Kataw. This book I read very early on. I think I read it in January and it has stayed with me for a full year. It's actually marketed as a YA book. I do not think it is a YA book. I think everyone should read this book. It is about Syria during the war. It centers around an 18-year-old girl who had been pulled into working at the hospital during the war because they were so shorthanded. And it turns out that this 18-year-old girl was literally acting as a surgeon for trauma cases coming in from the war. She lived in horrific, horrific situations. There's an absolute surprise at the end of the book that really left your jaw on the floor. And it was a really important book. It's a really well-written book. It's a super emotional book. This is the only book in 2025 that had actual tears running down my face. I hope you run out to pick it up. Okay, that is my top 12 of 2025 in literary fiction. Stay tuned for additional genres.